Greetings and welcome to Kosmos Institute. My name is Gelare Koe, and I'm an artist, writer, scholar, and DJ with a lifelong passion for the vast potential of human beings to expand, awaken, and live in open-eyed alignment with truth. Through more than 4 decades of intense study, truth-seeking, and practice, I've come to realize that learning forms the ground out of which all experience grows. I now see how learning is ultimately a form of conditioning that can lead to the development of often intractable worldviews. Learning conditions consciousness, and when our learning pathways are flawed, so too are the personal and collective realities that emerge from them. In this light, education is not just about what we know, but about who we become. This is why the question of learning is so critical. As the ancient Indian sage Vasishta once said, "Better the rock-bound toad, better the crawling earthworm, better the blind cave serpent than the person without inquiry." For millennia, countless human beings have lived and died without ever asking who they truly are or why they were born. To me, this is a great tragedy of human life, a tragedy that can only be met through the sacred act of deep and sustained inquiry. I founded Kosmos Institute as a sanctuary for this very purpose. We are not a school in the ordinary sense. We're more like a home for this sacred act of inquiry, a place where the enduring human longing for truth, beauty, and meaning is taken seriously, and where education is practiced as a creative, life-affirming pursuit. We were founded upon a quiet conviction that our world does not need more noise, more fear, or more frantic striving. It needs spaces of reflection, spaces of coherence, spaces where the imagination is nourished and where serious, soulful study can unfold in good company. In that spirit, Kosmos Institute offers an affordable, interdisciplinary education grounded in mythology, esotericism, and archetypes, intersecting fields that open us to what lies beneath the surface of things and help us come into more conscious relationship with the mysteries of existence. Our courses are rigorous but not rigid, spacious but not vague. They support both intellectual precision and contemplative depth, inviting students into sustained encounters with ideas, images, and practices that illuminate not just what we know, but how we live. At the heart of our pedagogy is the ninefold gnosis model, a structure for learning that is spiritually attuned, culturally vital, and deeply personal. But a structure alone is not enough. Real learning makes real demands. The word sacred hides within it the word sacrifice. And sacrifice requires that we surrender the beguiling comforts of certainty. It asks us to give up our cherished beliefs, our fixed identities, and our unexamined assumptions. The path of real inquiry is not one of endless inspiration, but of transformation, sometimes painful, always profound. Many modern institutions of higher learning have become expensive and superficial playgrounds for extended psychospiritual immaturity and the assiduous pursuit of incomplete fragmentary knowledge. At Kosmos Institute, we seek something deeper, more comprehensive, and far-reaching. We're building a curriculum and a community for the rebirth of awakened consciousness in the human world. We reject the relentless narratives of collapse and despair that dominate the cultural imagination today. Without denying the challenges of our time, we choose instead to affirm what is often forgotten: the potent majesty of the actualized human being, the possibility of awakening, and the quiet radiance that emerges when education is respected as a sacred calling. We believe that joy is not incidental to learning, it is its very delicious fruit. When we study in a way that honors the full spectrum of our humanity, joy returns as a revelatory signal that something real has taken root. Kosmos Institute is more than just another online school. It is a living archive of cultural memory, a sanctuary for the multidimensional life of the mind, and a community of practice for those who wish not merely to learn, but to become more whole, more awake, more capable of shaping a luminous and meaningful future. Thank you for joining us in this great and enlivening experiment in learning, living, and becoming more truly human. I look forward to seeing you in one of our classes soon.